Happy Days, 1974, cast then versus now, 1974 to 2025.
The music never won't you
Hide behind her.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah? That's tough.
Number 1. Tom Bosley. Picture this, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 1950s. The Cunningham family. And at the heart of it all, a loving, understanding father. That father was Howard Cunningham, brought to life by the incredible Tom Bosley in the iconic series Happy Days. For 11 seasons, from 1974 to 1984, Bosley became America's dad, a role that would define a significant part of his career, spanning 255 episodes. But Tom Bosley was so much more than just Howard Cunningham. Born Thomas Edward Bosley on October 1, 1927, in Chicago, Illinois, his career spanned decades, with memorable roles on both stage and screen. Before Happy Days, Bosley had already made his mark. He won a Tony Award for his performance in the Broadway musical Fiorello, showcasing his talent and versatility early on. Beyond the sitcom world, Bosley took on a variety of roles that demonstrated his range as an actor. He starred as Arthur in The Backup Plan, 2010, and also appeared in the movie Yours, Mine and Ours, 1968. Bosley's television career was equally impressive. He played Family Doctor in the 1968 series of the same name. He took on the lead role of Father Frank Dowling in the television movie Fatal Confession, a Father Dowling mystery, 1987, a role that showcased his ability to portray complex and compelling characters. He also lent his voice to Principal Richard Warner in the TV series Betsy's Kindergarten Adventures. In later years, Bosley continued to grace our screens. He made an appearance in That 70s Show, playing Dr. Hammond. He even revisited his iconic fatherly role, voicing Howard Cunningham in a 2005 episode of Family Guy. He also appeared in One Tree Hill as Mel McFadden and in Still Standing as Dr. S.T. Bloom. Tom Bosley passed away on October 19, 2010, at the age of 83, due to heart failure, complicated by lung cancer. His passing marked the end of an era for many fans who had grown up watching him on television.
His hair. Give me elbow. Daddy! Joni, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But that other guy had a fistful of gorgeous...
Gary would say, well, he's on a 12-year scholarship to the University of Outer Mongolia.
Number 2. Erin Moran. Imagine the warm glow of a 1970s evening, the jukebox humming a familiar tune, and the ever-present charm of Joni Cunningham. That bright-eyed, sometimes mischievous, but always endearing younger sister from the iconic series Happy Days. For years, Erin Moran brought Joni to life, a character who evolved from pigtails and teenage angst to a young woman finding her way. She wasn't just a dancing girl in some episodes. She was the heart of the Cunningham family's younger generation, appearing in a remarkable 237 episodes of the beloved show. Beyond the diner and the familiar Wisconsin streets, Erin carved other paths in the world of entertainment. In 1981, she ventured into the sci-fi realm as Aluma in the movie Galaxy of Terror. Later, television audiences saw her in various roles, including Caroline Mason in the series Glitter in 1984, Bonnie Lee Jordan in the 1981 TV movie Twirl, and Tova in an episode of Greatest Heroes of the Bible. She also graced the screen as Sally Ann Harper and Cynthia Bennett in different episodes of the classic series The Waltons. In the late 90s, she even appeared as Erin Moran in an episode of Good vs. Evil. The early 1980s brought recognition for her work beyond Happy Days. In 1983, she received a Young Artist Award for Best Young Actress in a new television series for the spin-off, Joni Loves Chachi, where she reprised her role as Joni alongside Scott Baio. Years later, in 2006, she shared a TV Land Award with Baio for Most Wonderful Wedding for their memorable Happy Days characters. Sadly, Erin Moran's journey ended far too soon. In 2017, at the age of 56, she was pronounced dead.
Oh, and he gave me a sweater. You know, every girl in the world wanted a sweater, and he gave it to me. Thanks.
Let me tell you something.
Number 3. Al Molinaro. Picture the cozy ambience of Arnold's Drive-In, the heart of Happy Days, where the aroma of burgers and milkshakes hung in the air, and at the center of it all was Al Del Vecchio, brought to life by the wonderful Al Molinaro. With his warm smile and comforting presence, Al wasn't just a soda jerk. He was a steady, fatherly figure to the gang, always ready with a kind word or a bit of gentle wisdom. For an impressive 148 episodes, Al Molinaro became synonymous with this beloved character, the friendly face behind the counter. But Al Molinaro's career extended beyond the walls of Arnold's. Earlier in his acting journey, he portrayed Officer Murray Greshler and Tiny Tim in 2 different episodes of the classic series The Odd Couple. He also lent his talents to the iconic spy spoof Get Smart, appearing as Agent 44. In 1976, he even had a memorable, albeit small, role as the drapery man in the movie Freaky Friday. When Joni Loves Chachi spun off from Happy Days, Al Molinaro naturally reprised his role as the supportive Al Del Vecchio, bridging the gap between the familiar and the new. Later, in a delightful nod to his enduring character, he appeared as Al Del Vecchio in the music video for Weezer's hit song Buddy Holly, a nostalgic treat for fans. He also took on the role of Casey in the TV movie A Christmas for Boomer, and even played Father Gucci in a 1976 episode of the popular series Laverne and Shirley. Earlier in his career, in 1975, he appeared as Pete in an episode of Doc. Throughout his long and successful career, Al Molinaro's contributions to television were recognized. He was honored with a Hall of Fame recognition from the Television Academy, a testament to his lasting impact on the medium. He also received the College Television Awards and the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award, highlighting not only his talent but also his character. Al Molinaro passed away on October 30th, 2015, at the age of 96 in Glendale, California, due to complications from an infected gallbladder. Number 4. Pat Morita. You'll remember the friendly face behind the counter, Arnold, brought to life by the talented Pat Morita. With his calm demeanor and wry humor, Arnold was more than just the diner owner. He was a steady presence and a listening ear for the Cunningham gang. For 33 episodes, Pat Morita's portrayal of Arnold added a unique charm to the beloved series. Beyond the world of burgers and milkshakes, Pat Morita etched his name in cinematic history with his iconic role as Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid. In 1984, he first captivated audiences with his wise and patient portrayal of the Karate Master, a role he reprised in The Karate Kid Part 2 in 1986 and The Karate Kid Part 3 in 1989. He even continued the legacy as Miyagi in The Next Karate Kid in 1994, mentoring a new student. His performance as Mr. Miyagi earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, solidifying his place as a memorable figure in film. Pat Morita's versatility extended beyond the Karate Kid franchise. He lent his voice to the Emperor of China in the English versions of the video games Kingdom Hearts 2 in 2005 and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix in 2007. He also voiced Master Udon in an episode of the popular animated series SpongeBob SquarePants. In the realm of television series, he took on the role of Mr. Ong in Rice Girl Goes Hollywood. His film work also included American Fusion, where he played Lao Dong. Born in 1932, Pat Morita's journey was marked by both challenges and triumphs. He sadly passed away in 2005 at the age of 73. Number 5. Beatrice Colin, Marcia Sims, brought to life by Beatrice Colin. As the car hopped with a friendly smile, Marcia was a familiar face in the background of many episodes, adding to the lively atmosphere of the iconic diner. While not always in the spotlight, her presence as Marcia contributed to the nostalgic charm of the series. Beyond her time at Arnold's, Beatrice Colin is also fondly remembered for her role as Etta Candy, the loyal and supportive sidekick to Wonder Woman in the 1970s television series. Her portrayal of Etta brought warmth and humor to the action-packed show. She also appeared in various other productions, showcasing her versatility as an actress. She was seen in 2 episodes of great performances as Goldie. In 1977, she had a role as a maid in the hotel in the Mel Brooks comedy High Anxiety. A decade later, in 1987, she played a secretary in the movie Who's That Girl? In the 1990s, Beatrice Colin continued to work in television, appearing as Ms. Tucker in a 1997 episode of The Secret World of Alex Mack. She also played a rehab counselor in the 1994 TV movie Roseanne and Tom Behind the Scenes, and portrayed Mrs. Mullen in the series Rachel Gunn, RN, in 1992. That same year, She also appeared as Mrs. Siddons in an episode of Knots Landing. Earlier in her career, she even had a role as a waitress in the beloved series The Wonder Years. Born in 1948, Beatrice Colan sadly passed away on November 18, 1999, at the age of 51, at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles. Number 7. Heather O'Rourke. Heather O'Rourke, who briefly graced the show as Heather Pfister. While her time on the series was limited, appearing in a few episodes between 1982 and 1983, her presence left a subtle mark on the show's ensemble. Born on December 27, 1975, in San Diego, California, Heather's entry into the world of entertainment was quite remarkable. Legend has it that a chance encounter with Steven Spielberg, while waiting for her mother at the MGM commissary, set her on a path to stardom. Despite a slightly shaky first audition, Spielberg recognized something special in the young Heather, leading to her iconic role as Carol Ann Freeling in the 1982 horror film Poltergeist. Her innocent delivery of the chilling line, "They're here," became instantly recognizable and is considered one of cinema's most famous quotes. The success of Poltergeist made Heather a familiar face, and she went on to reprise her role in the sequels, Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, in 1986, and Poltergeist 3 in 1988. Between these films, she also had recurring roles in other television series, including Webster from 1983 to 1984, and the New Leave It to Beaver from 1986 to 1987 to 1987, showcasing her talent beyond the horror genre. Tragically, Heather's bright career was cut short. After experiencing flu-like symptoms, she was initially diagnosed with Crohn's disease. However, on January 31, 1988, her health took a turn for the worse. The following day, February 1, 1988, she suffered cardiac arrest and passed away during surgery at the tender age of 12. Number 8. Gavin O'Herlihy. Gavin O'Herlihy in the role of audience member in Orange, adding to the vibrant energy of the show's scenes. However, his connection to the series goes a bit deeper. In the very first season, Gavin actually played a more significant role, Chuck Cunningham, the eldest son of the Cunningham family. Though he wasn't the central focus, Chuck was part of the family dynamic in those initial episodes. Born on July 29, 1951, in Dublin, County Dublin, Ireland, Gavin O'Herlihy was the son of the acclaimed actor Dan O'Herlihy. His time as Chuck Cunningham was brief. He was later replaced by Randy Roberts in the second season, and the character was eventually discontinued. It marked an early step in his acting career. Gavin himself mentioned that he left the role, feeling it wasn't the right fit for him as a young actor eager for more challenging opportunities than simply grunting and bouncing a basketball. Despite his early departure from Happy Days, Gavin O'Herlihy went on to build a diverse career in film and television. He appeared in notable movies such as Never Say Never Again in 1983, Willow in 1988, directed by his Happy Days younger brother, Ron Howard, and The Descent Part 2 in 2009. He often found himself cast as villainous or antagonistic characters, as seen in Death Wish 3 in 1985 and Superman 3 in 1983, showcasing his range as an actor. However, his role as Eric in Willow stands out as one of his more heroic portrayals. While primarily a film actor, Gavin also contributed to various television series, with British audiences particularly recognizing him as the heroic Captain Leroy in Sharpe's Eagle. Beyond acting, Gavin O'Herlihy was a talented athlete in his youth, even becoming the Irish national tennis champion. He was married to Juliet and had 4 children. Sadly, Gavin O'Herlihy passed away on September 15, 2021, in Bath, England, at the age of 70. Number 9. Ed Peck. Police Officer Kirk, played by the dependable Ed Peck, often stepped in. With his stern demeanor and authoritative presence, Officer Kirk was a recurring figure, ensuring that the youthful exuberance of the gang didn't stray too far out of line. Born Edward Vincent Peckless on March 26, 1917, in Brooklyn, New York, Ed Peck carved out a niche for himself in Hollywood, often portraying figures of authority, be it military officers or, as in Happy Days, police officers. His deep, raspy voice became one of his trademarks, adding to the gravitas of his characters. Beyond his role in Happy Days, Ed Peck had a notable career in both film and television. In the iconic 1968 film Bullitt, he played Westcott, a character involved in the movie's thrilling plot. He also lent his voice to the animated film The Last Unicorn in 1982, providing the voices for Jack Jingley and Cully's men. Science fiction fans might remember him as Colonel Fellini in the original Star Trek television series. In 1978, he appeared in the movie Heaven Can Wait as a trainer, credited as Ed V. Peck. He also contributed his voice to Likely Stories Volume 3 Inches as the General Powerhouse announcer. Ed Peck passed away on September 12, 1992 in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 75 due to a heart attack. Though often cast in roles that demanded a strong and commanding presence, Ed Peck's contributions to the world of acting are a testament to his versatility and the memorable characters he brought to life, including the familiar face of Police Officer Kirk in the nostalgic world of Happy Days. Number 10. Penny Marshall. Penny Marshall first introduced the boisterous and lovable Laverne to audiences in 3 memorable episodes of Happy Days. Alongside Cindy Williams' Shirley, Laverne's arrival brought a new wave of comedic energy to the familiar world of Richie Cunningham and the gang, adding a fun, fast-paced element to their adventures. Born Carol Penny Marshall on October 15, 1943, in Manhattan, New York City, Penny came from a family deeply rooted in the entertainment industry. Her mother was a tap dance teacher, and her father directed industrial films. She was also the younger sister of the renowned filmmaker Gary Marshall. Penny's early life was marked by a rebellious spirit and a touch of mischief, setting the stage for the strong and independent characters she would later portray. After a brief stint in college, she married and had her daughter, Tracy Reiner. Following a divorce, she worked various jobs before her brother Gary gave her her first film role in How Sweet It Is in 1968. She even appeared in a dandruff commercial with Farrah Fawcett, a stark contrast that highlighted her own insecurities about her looks. A significant turning point came with her marriage to Rob Reiner in 1971, shortly after landing her first big television break as Myrna Turner on The Odd Couple. She also had a couple of appearances on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. However, it was her brother Gary who once again played a pivotal role in her career. He needed 2 women to play fast girls who would be friends with Fonzie and dates for him and Richie on Happy Days. Penny, who had been working on writing projects with Cindy Williams, a friend and former girlfriend of Henry Winkler, was asked to take on the role of Laverne. The undeniable chemistry between Penny and Cindy resonated instantly with the audience, leading to the creation of their iconic spin-off, Laverne and Shirley. Penny's portrayal of the brash yet endearing Laverne DeFazio made her a household name. She received 3 Golden Globe nominations for this beloved role. After her divorce from Rob Reiner in 1981 and the eventual end of Laverne and Shirley, Penny successfully transitioned into directing, helming such iconic films as Jumpin' Jack Flash, Big, and A League of Their Own. She made history as the first female director to helm a movie that grossed over $100 million in the United States with Big, and later became the first female director with 2 $100 million plus grossing films with A League of Their Own. An avid collector of sports memorabilia and a lover of needlepoint jigsaw puzzles and antique shopping, Penny was also known for her close friendship with Carrie Fisher, and was godmother to Carrie's daughter, Billie Lourd. Penny Marshall passed away on December 17, 2018 in Los Angeles at the age of 75, due to complications from diabetes, including cardiopulmonary failure and cardiac arrest. Number 11. Arthur Botanides. Arthur Botanides, who played a character named Eddie in a few episodes of the beloved series. While Eddie wasn't a central figure, Botanides' presence added to the tapestry of characters that populated the show's nostalgic landscape. Born on April 9, 1923, in Tacoma, Washington, Arthur Botanides was a versatile character actor who became a familiar face on television, particularly during the 1960s and 1970s. His journey into acting began after performing stand-up comedy for his fellow GIs in Europe during World War II. Following his military service, he honed his craft at the Actors Lab in Los Angeles and gained extensive stage experience. While he may be recognized by some as Mr. Kirkland from 4 installments of the Police Academy film franchise, older audiences might remember him for his role as the ill-fated Lieutenant D'Amato, the geologist who met a gruesome end in the Star Trek episode That Which Survives. He also made notable appearances as one of Dictator Clemente's henchmen in the Twilight Zone episode The Mirror, and as the Mongol leader Batu in the Time Tunnel episode Attack of the Barbarians. Botanides frequently played heavies in popular shows like I Spy and Mission Impossible, and even showcased his comedic timing by spoofing such roles as a chaos agent in Get Smart. Arthur Botanides had a prolific career on the small screen, appearing in numerous other television series, including Lou Grant, alongside his brief stint in Happy Days. He married Midge Ware in 1954, and they had 2 children, Leslie and Jason. After their divorce, he married Anne Rasmussen in 1967, and they had a son, Nikos, and a stepdaughter, Anne Charlotte. Arthur Botanides retired from acting in 1989 after his appearance in Police Academy 6 City Under Siege. He passed away of natural causes on January 10, 2000, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 76. Number 12, Warren Berlinger. Warren Berlinger in the role of Army Sergeant, Bachelor in a couple of episodes. While not a central character, his presence as a military figure added a different dynamic to the show's usual teenage and family storylines. Born on August 31, 1937 in Brooklyn, New York City, Warren Berlinger was a versatile character actor, known for his ability to portray a wide range of comedic roles. Interestingly, he was the nephew of the legendary comedian Milton Berle. Berlinger was a prolific actor, especially in the early days of television, reportedly playing nearly 300 live TV roles in the 1950s alone. This extensive early experience paved the way for a long career in both film and television comedies throughout the 1960s and 1970s. Often cast in roles younger than his actual age, Berlinger garnered early recognition for his stage performance in Blue Denim, earning a Theatre World Award. He later reprised his role in the 1959 film adaptation, where he touchingly and sincerely played Ernie, the best friend of Brandon DeWilde's character. Beyond Happy Days, Warren Berlinger appeared in a variety of films, including the action comedy The Cannonball Run in 1981, Robert Altman's neo-noir The Long Goodbye in 1981, 1973, and The World According to Garp in 1982. He was married to Betty Lou Keem from 1960 until her passing in 2010, and they had 4 children, David, Lisa, Edward, and Elizabeth. Warren Berlinger passed away from cancer on December 2, 2020, at the age of 83, at the Henry Mayo Newhall Memorial Hospital in Valencia, California. Number 13. Teddy Siddle. Teddy Siddle appeared as a character named Hillary. While her time on the show was brief, her presence contributed to the social circles and interactions within the series. Born Theodora Payne Siddle on August 12, 1953, in Evanston, Illinois, Teddy Siddle was a talented actress and writer. She built a career that spanned both film and television, showcasing her versatility in various roles. Early in her career, she appeared in the 1980 films Fade to Black and The Pleasure Palace. In 1985, she had a role in the critically acclaimed movie Prizzi's Honor, where she played Beulah. Later in her filmography, she appeared in Forever Strong in 2008. Beyond her film work, Teddy was a familiar face on television. Before her appearance in Happy Days, she had a role in the popular series Hill Street Blues. Later, she met her future husband, actor Gary Cole, while working as a writer on his television series Midnight Caller, which aired from 1989 to 1991. She also had roles in the legal drama LA Law and the sitcom Wings. In 1997, she appeared in the TV movie Lies He Told, and in 2006, she had a guest role in the medical drama Grey's Anatomy. Teddy Siddle was married twice. Her first marriage was to Ron Castro from 1977 to 1980. In 1992, she married actor Gary Cole, and they had a daughter named Mary, who was born in 1993. Sadly, after 25 years of marriage and a 2-year separation, Teddy and Gary were in the process of divorce at the time of her passing. Teddy Siddle passed away on February 4, 2018, in Studio City, California, at the age of 64. While her role in Happy Days was a small part of her overall career, her work in various films and television series left a mark on the entertainment industry. Number 14. Dick Van Patten. Dick Van Patten graced the show in the role of Mr. Connors. Though it was a guest appearance, Van Patten's recognizable presence added a touch of seasoned acting to the series' landscape. Born Richard Vincent Van Patten on December 9, 1928, in Queens, New York City, Dick Van Patten embarked on his acting journey remarkably early, making his Broadway debut at the tender age of 7 in Tapestry in Grey. This early start blossomed into a prolific career spanning stage, film, and television. He graced the Broadway stage a total of 27 times and appeared in numerous films, including beloved comedies like Freaky Friday, Mel Brooks's Spaceballs, and Robin Hood Men in Tights. However, Dick Van Patten is perhaps best known for his heartwarming portrayal of Tom Bradford, the widowed father navigating life with 8 children in the popular 1970s comedy drama 8 is Enough. His friendly on-screen persona resonated with audiences, making him a beloved figure in American households. Beyond acting, Van Patten was a man of diverse interests. He authored several successful books, including a guide for parents looking to get their children into show business, How to Get Your Child into Show Business, and his autobiography, aptly titled 80 is Not Enough. He also lent his name and passion to Natural Balance, a well-regarded brand of high-end pet food. Dick Van Patten was married to Pat Poole for an impressive 61 years, and their union brought 3 sons, Nels, James, and Vincent Van Patten, all of whom have also worked in the entertainment industry. He was known for his friendly demeanor, his distinct New York City accent, and a somewhat nasally voice that became part of his charm. Interestingly, he met a young Diana Hyland on the set of the daytime serial Young Dr. Malone, years before she would unexpectedly play his first wife on 8 is Enough. He also enjoyed a regular Sunday tennis game with the likes of Alan Alda, Mel Brooks, and Gene Wilder. Dick Van Patten passed away on June 23, 2015, at the age of 86 in Santa Monica, California, due to complications from diabetes. Number 15. Michael Pataki. Step into the lively world of Happy Days, and you might recall the imposing presence of Myron Count Malachi, a character brought to life by the versatile Michael Pataki in a couple of episodes. With his stern demeanor and often antagonistic roles, Pataki's portrayal of Count Malachi added a touch of authority and perhaps a bit of trouble to the otherwise light-hearted series. Born on January 16, 1936 in Youngstown, Ohio, Michael Pataki was an excellent and prolific character actor with a long and impressive career spanning over 5 decades in both movies and television. He honed his craft at the University of Southern California, where he double majored in drama and political science. While he made his uncredited film debut in 1958, it was his acclaimed stage acting in Edinburgh in 1966 that truly launched his career. Though often cast as mean and unlikable villains, Pataki possessed the skill to portray more appealing characters with equal conviction. Horror fans might remember his chilling performance as the blood-sucking Caleb Croft in Grave of the Vampire. Other memorable antagonistic roles include the nasty biker snake in The Dirt Gang, the lecherous Sergeant Ward in The Bat People, and the hard-nosed district attorney Dino Fulgoni in The Onion Field. He also portrayed the ramrod Russian sports official Nikolai Koloff in Rocky IV, and the stern Dr. Hoffman in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Pataki had a recurring role in the Amazing Spider-Man TV series and appeared in its spin-off movies. His extensive television work included guest appearances in numerous iconic shows such as The Twilight Zone, Star Trek, where his character Korax was the first to speak Klingon, Combat, Mission, Impossible, Beretta, Barney Miller, Little House on the Prairie, Charlie's Angels, T.J. Hooker, Laverne and Shirley, and even Star Trek The Next Generation. Additionally, he lent his voice to animated programs, most notably as the demented George Licker on The Ren and Stimpy Show. Pataki also directed 2 low-budget exploitation films in the 1970s. Michael Pataki passed away from cancer on April 15, 2010, at the age of 72 in North Hollywood, California. Rance Howard, who served as the announcer for several episodes of the beloved series. While his face wasn't always on screen, his warm and familiar tone was an integral part of the show's nostalgic charm. Born Harold Engel Beckenholt on November 17, 1928 in Duncan, Oklahoma, Rance Howard was a prolific actor and writer, with a long and distinguished career in Hollywood. Interestingly, he was the father of acclaimed actor and director Ron Howard and actor Clint Howard, making the Howard family a significant presence in the entertainment industry. Throughout his career, Rance Howard appeared in numerous films and television shows, often in character roles that added depth and authenticity to the projects. Some of his notable film credits include Alexander Payne's Nebraska, the musical comedy Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, and the action film Universal Soldier. His soft-spoken Midwestern farmer's accent became one of his trademarks, lending a sense of sincerity to his performances. Rance Howard was married twice. His first marriage was to Jean Spiegel Howard from 1949 until her passing in 2000, and they had 3 children, Ron, Clint, and Bryce Dallas Howard's mother. His second marriage was to Judy Howard from 2001 until her death in 2017. He was also a proud grandfather to Bryce Dallas Howard, Paige Howard, Reed Howard, and Jocelyn Howard, and a great-grandfather. Rance Howard passed away on November 25, 2017, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 89. Number 18, Cindy Williams. In the 1970s, audiences were charmed by the antics of 2 Milwaukee brewery workers on the beloved series Happy Days, and among the memorable characters was Shirley Feeney, brought to life with endearing energy by Cindy Williams. Born Cynthia Jane Williams on August 22, 1947, in Van Nuys, California, Cindy, affectionately known as Cindy, stood at 5 feet 4 inches, with striking blue eyes and brown hair. Her early life, as the daughter of Francesca Bellini and Beechard Williams, an electronics technician, was marked by modest circumstances. She grew up with her sister, Carol Ann Williams, and an older half-brother, Jim. From a young age, Cindy harbored a dream of becoming an actress, crafting and performing her own plays, even hoping for a chance encounter with her idol, Debbie Reynolds. Her father's playful imitations of comedic legends like Jackie Gleason and Milton Berle further ignited her passion for show business. While pursuing auditions for commercials, television guest spots, and films, she supported herself by working as a waitress. An early milestone in her journey was a film where she had the opportunity to tap dance alongside the legendary Gene Kelly, an experience she recalled with a touch of embarrassment after accidentally stepping on his foot. Early in her career, Cindy landed significant film roles, catching the eye of acclaimed director George Cukor, who cast her in the 1972 film Travels with My Aunt. Her next pivotal role came in 1973, in George Lucas's iconic American Graffiti, where she played Ron Howard's girlfriend, a performance that earned her a BAFTA nomination for Best Supporting Actress. This success led to Francis Ford Coppola casting her in the 1974 classic The Conversation. Despite these 3 remarkable films early in her career, mainstream movie stardom proved elusive, leaving her in a precarious position of being too recognizable to return to waitressing. A turning point arrived when she teamed up with Penny Marshall as a writing duo. Their talent caught the attention of Penny's brother, Gary Marshall, who invited them to appear as 2 fast girls on Happy Days. The chemistry and comedic timing of Cindy as Shirley Feeney and Penny as Laverne DeFazio resonated so strongly with viewers that they soon earned their own spin-off series, Laverne and Shirley, where Cindy became widely known as Shirley Feeney. Her portrayal earned her a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in 1978. Cindy departed Laverne and Shirley in 1982, while pregnant with her daughter Emily. She married Bill Hudson, who had previously been married to Goldie Hawn, and later welcomed a son, Zachary, in 1986. Cindy also ventured into co-producing, the Father of the Bride movies with Hudson before their divorce in 2000.